Good morning, everyone. This class is pronunciation and speech. Today I will be answering some of the questions, some of the exercises that I gave you before, and then I'll explain, the next lesson, which is going to be about word stress and prominence, and we will focus on such words as controversial and how we stress these words, like the words that have two syllables. Okay, so let's go to exercise 9.3, and we will look at the combination of uh, column A with the column B. Okay, quickly we'll read. The first word is direct speech. Direct speech. And here, as you hear me saying it, it's the T is not pronounced, so they say direct speech. Direct speech. The second one is general strike. General strike. Golf club. Golf club. Lampshade. Lampshade. First class. First class. Here the T in the word first is missed out. First. First. First class. Passive smoking. No simplifications. Passive smoking. Rock music. Rock music. Rock music. Lost property. Lost property. Lost property. Here the T is shortened. Speech therapist. Speech therapist. Time travel. Time travel. No simplification. Tourist trap. Tourist trap. The T in the word tourist is left out. Tourist trap. Tourist trap. So as you can see, these are are called consonant clusters across words. Consonant clusters across words. Now let me just give you a brief summary of consonant clusters that we discussed before, and then we will see how we will move to the next one, which is the stress and prominence. Now, consonant clusters, as we say, it refers to the process when we have two or more consonant sounds. And when I say consonant sounds here, any sound in English, all consonant sounds, not the letters, because you have to differentiate between the letter and the sound. The letter F is different from the sound F when you have PH. For example, PH is F, that's a sound. But if you have P as a letter and H as a letter, these are letters. Two letters combined, they form the consonant, which is the F. That's why we call it consonant sounds, not consonant letters. Now, consonant clusters, when we have two or more consonants in the same word or across words. For example, we have consonant clusters at the beginning, we have consonant clusters in the middle, and we have consonant clusters in the end, and also we have consonant clusters across words. Now I'll explain to you the consonant cluster at the beginning. For example, the word speak. Speak. Now the word speak here, it has two consonants. We have the S and we have the B. Okay, speak, speak, speak. So we have two consonants at the beginning of the word. Now in the middle of the word or within the word itself, for example, if you look at the word, let me choose an easy word. Okay. We want a consonant cluster where the consonant is in the middle. For example, the word escape, escape, or dislike, dislike, or address, address. You find that that we have the D sound in the word address, and we have the R sound, two consonants in the middle of the word or within the word itself. So that's called consonant clusters within the word. And the third type, which is the consonant cluster at the end of the word, Like for example, the word jump, jump. We have the ma and the pa, jump. So we have two consonant sounds at the end of the word. So again, let me rephrase this. We have three types of consonant clusters. We have four, sorry. We have consonant clusters at the beginning, consonant clusters at the end, consonant clusters within the word itself, like in the middle, and the last one we have consonant clusters across words. Across words here means that when we have two words, when you read these two words together, you form a consonant cluster because they are combined together. For example, the chart that I gave you, which is on page 24. Here we have consonant clusters such as civil servant, cough medicine, electric fence. These are two words, okay, and they are when they are combined, they form the consonant cluster. Okay, so today we will talk about word stress. Let me read and then we will comment on the following. Okay, so we have in this book we use the two terms that are related but different: stress and prominence. Most dictionaries which give the pronunciation of words also indicate which syllable have stress. For example, called shows the party and remember and have stress on only one syllable. Okay, so here we have most of the dictionaries, if not all the dictionaries, show you the stress of the word. What does stress mean? Stress means, the rise or the higher, pitch when you pronounce, a certain word. For example, if you look at the word party, okay, the phonetic transcription, you find like a kind of a mark at the beginning of the word. Let me say it in Arabic. كلمة party بتلاحظوا فيه زي الشخطة عليها في البداية. هاي الشخطة بتدلك إنه هون المقطع هذا اللي هو الكلمة هاي المقطع الأول بيكون التشديد فيه. لما بنقرأها الكلمة هاي بنحكي party 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 party. Okay. اطلعوا على الكلمة الثانية اللي هي remember. Okay, look at the mark here. It's on the second syllable, right? It's not at the beginning. يعني موجود الشخطة هاي على الام وليست على الار. فإذا the stress أو التشديد في الكلمة هاي راح يكون على second part or the second syllable. So when you read remember, you read it like this: remember, remember, remember. Okay, the third one is we have controversial. Controversial here, as you notice, في عنا شخطتين. واحدة في بداية الكي ولكنها من تحت، واحدة في بداية الفي ولكنها من فوق. هسا في عنا two stresses here in this word. We have a primary stress and we have secondary stress. We have prominent stress and we have secondary stress. بمعنى إنه في عنا تشديد رئيسي وتشديد ثانوي. هسا controversial الكي بكون ثانوي لأنه الستريس أو الشخطة بتكون تحت، بكون هو ستريس بكون secondary. لكن حرف ال V بيكون الستريس في اللي هو بيكون ال primary stress. For example, when we read this word, we read it as controversial, controversial. The next one, kindergarten, kindergarten, kindergarten. Now again, kindergarten, the stress is on the K اللي هي الشخطة موجودة على الكي اللي هي بتكون اللي هو التشديد على الكلمة بيكون في بداية الجملة. هسا في شخطة ثانية اللي هي بعد قبل الجي، هاي الشخطة اللي هي secondary stress. So again, we have two stresses. We have primary stress and we have secondary stress. The primary stress is the mark that you have it at the top of the letter, the sound. Sorry. The secondary stress when you have the mark at the bottom of the letter. Okay, when a word is used in a conversation emphasized, one of the stressed syllables is made prominent. In one word stress, this is the stressed syllable. In a two word stress, it is usually the syllable with the main stress. Prominent syllables are shown in the book in the capital letters. And here, look at these words with the stress. I'm going to a party. I'm going to a party. It was controversial. Was controversial. I can't remember. I can't remember. She goes to a kindergarten. She goes to a kindergarten. Okay, so the next part is prominence can move to the secondary stress syllable in words like controversial when it is followed by a word with another prominent syllable, particularly with the first syllable of the following word is prominent. And here what they mean by this is that we said that words such as controversial or kindergarten, they have a stress, like they have a stress in the middle, like controversial has a stress in the middle, okay? But this stress in the middle can be moved to the beginning if you have a word that has stress at the beginning of the word or in the at the beginning. يعني بمعنى هسا الستريس ممكن يتحول أو ينتقل من مكان إلى آخر إذا الكلمة اللي بنحكي عنها تبعها كلمة ثانية فيها ستريس في البداية. في مثال، إذا تتذكر المثال اللي قبل it was controversial, the stress in the middle. ليش؟ لأنه ما فيش بعد controversial أي كلمة. لكن هون المثال عندنا she gave a controversial answer، ففي عندنا كلمة answer هون بعد controversial. فانسر الستريس عليها في البدايه بسبب الستريس انه في البدايه، فالستريس اللي في كلمه controversial انتقل من الوسط الى البدايه فصارت ايش؟ she gave a controversial answer. لكن اللي قبل المثال اللي قبل كان الستريس في الميدل it was controversial بدل ما controversial it becomes she gave a controversial answers. اوكي. طبعا الاحرف الكبيره اللي هي الستريس. This is sometimes called stress shift. Stress shift can only happen in words where secondary stress comes before main stress. Here are more examples. Understand. Understand, we have two stresses. We have one primary and one secondary. حكينا البرايمري اللي هو بيكون الشخطة اللي فوق اللي هي المارك اللي بتكون فوق اللي هي على الأس. الشخطة اللي تحت اللي بتكون تحت اليو هاي اللي هي السكندري stress. فلما بتقرأ understand you read it like this. I understand, I understand, I understand. نفس الشيء disappointing. في عنا two stresses, one primary and one secondary. The primary is on the P and the secondary under D. Now, here we have a stress shift in these sentences because simply these words understand and disappointing are followed by words that have primary stress. يعني بمعنى انه انظر لكلمة understand، احنا مش حكينا الاسترس بيكون على الاس، لكن في الجملة هنا الاسترس موجود في البداية. ليش؟ لانه صار في عملية shift للسترس، فاحنا بنحكي I understand everything. I understand everything. ليش انتقل السترس للبداية؟ لانه في حكينا في بعد ال understand كلمة everything وهاي خلت السترس يمشي. لو جبنا ال everything بتبطل السترس على البداية، بصير السترس في الوسط. نفس الشيء it was disappointing outcome. Okay, other words which often have stress shift include altogether, independent, indistinct, mediocre, satisfactory, university, weekend, worthwhile. On some places, names which main stress on the last syllable, such as Berlin, Cologne, and Montreal. Teen numbers 13, 19, two-part numbers 45, 78. For other C, unit 11C and 12A and 15C. Okay, so here, there are some words that may have, a stress shift. Okay, for example, we have okay, look at the word, for example, the number. Okay, now the numbers, you feel like the stress is in the second part, not in the first part. Why? Because if you read 30, 30, 30, 30, the stress is on the first syllable. But when it is with the teen numbers, the stress becomes on the second syllable. So it becomes 13, 19, okay. And in two-part numbers also, you have a stress on the number itself, okay. So we say 45, 45, 78, 78. So if you have the two number parts, then the stress on the second part. Okay. So these are some of the explanations of word stress. The last thing that we wanna discuss is that for particular emphasis, and this is C, for particular emphasis or contrast, syllables other than those with the main or secondary stress can be made prominent. Hopeful, I agree with you, that is hopeless. Okay, apparently Kim's been deported. No, he isn't. He's he's been reported. Okay, so here, they have, the words and with the stress, as you see here, the word hopeful or hopeless, uh, and you have the words also reported, and you have deported, reported and deported. So